Hey guys, now in today's video guys, I'll be giving you the top 10 best JSE stocks right now. And of course, these are the stocks that, ladies and gents, have a minimum of market cap of 5 billion rands and above. Now, this is not the list that I personally compiled, but this is the list that each and every year the Sunday Times newspaper they publish and they give us in a form of a booklet when you buy their newspaper. So I've been filing some of these books every year when the Sunday Times newspaper, or when we get it from that newspaper, which is something that is incredible. And at least one thing that this helps me, or that helped me with, is that it is able to show me some of the companies that are really consistent throughout. Because, like for instance, it gives you the top 100 companies in the JSE, of course, right? And of course, for the sake of videos, I can't do all those top 100 companies. So instead, I decided that I will do the top 10 JSE companies that are, or that have been rewarding investors or retail investors with good returns for the period of 5 years, which is something that is incredible. And the duration is from the 1st of September 2016 to the 31st of August of 2021. So what they do is that they look at the total return that a certain company has given to investors over the 5 years. So of course, like I said, this includes some of the assumptions that they made, but overall they are looking at a company that has given investors some good returns. So on the list of the top 10 of these companies that I'll be giving you now, 4 of them actually came back to the top 10, meaning that even in 2020, these 4 companies were in the top 10 best or top companies in the JSE. So 4 of them, or 4 of these companies, actually came back or are featured yet again on the 2021 list, which is something that is incredible. Now, before we go any further, please note that this video is just for entertainment purposes. I'm not saying go and buy these companies, but I'm just showing you some good things in terms of consistency that some of these companies are building. I mean, for the fact that a company continues to be featured almost every year in this top 10, it's something that is truly amazing, and that's to show you that that's a company that's doing well, and that's a company that one might anticipate before even going and look in their other things like your business models, financial statements, and all that. You can sort of like have a direction on which companies you eye when you go and do that detailed analysis on companies to buy. Otherwise, if you like the content that I'll be giving you about these 10 companies, guys, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and that is of course if you're new. And whilst you subscribe, don't forget to hit or press the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, guys, please do watch this video until the end, because like I said, these 10 companies will probably give you, especially these 4 that are repeating or being featured or making it to the top 10 yet again this year, will probably make you to probably go and focus and have a look at those companies to check as to why are they always being featured, or why were they be featured for the second time, even this time in 2021, which is something that is incredible and has to give you light. And I must say, guys, I think some of these companies are expensive, and I think, I mean, I've realized, or I've seen so many people shying away from big companies that are expensive, or from companies that cost a lot of money in terms of share price, which to me, I think the fact that you can still buy fractional shares on this company is something that must motivate you to start considering even these big companies and not put them aside because they are expensive. So it's time maybe you start diversifying your portfolio and put even these big companies that with expensive or with high share prices. So otherwise, as I've indicated to you, that they made assumptions to come up with this list. So one of the assumptions is that they assume that you are putting 10,000 rands on each and every company. So they will calculate that if you had put 10,000 on each company around the 1st of September 2016, how much would you have around the 31st, or how much were you going to have on the 31st of August 2021? So that's how they are basically calculating this thing. So without a waste of time, company number 10 is the company that goes by the name of XERO Real Estate. Now, this company, guys, provides workspace or flexible workspace to the German SME market. Now, this company currently has a market cap which is over 26 billion rands as seen on the screen, because you remember that, as I've indicated to you, they are only doing this, or they do this exercise only in companies with a minimum market cap of over 5 billion rands. Now, the total returns that you would have generated from this serious real estate company is sitting at 273, I think, 0.6% as seen on the screen. So this just means that if you had put money on this company from the 1st of September 2016, you would have generated, or you would be sitting over 273%, which is something that is truly amazing. Now, in terms of that 10,000 initial investment, you would be sitting over 37,000 as seen on the screen. You will be sitting currently over 37,000 rands, which is something that is incredible. Now, this company currently has an average compound growth for the period of 5 years of around 30.2%, which is something that it's not bad, because I think this growth rate sort of like beats so many companies out there. I mean, I'm very comfortable with getting 30% every year on a single stock, which is why I think it is a very good return. Now, company number 9 is Transactional Capital. Now, Transactional Capital, for those of you that don't know, this is an investor and operator of credit-oriented alternative assets which are managed by experienced entrepreneurs. Now, this company currently has a market cap of around 26.8 billion rands, which also is way above the minimum threshold of 5 billion rands that this article was based on, or this list was based on. Now, this company currently has a total return for the period of 5 years of around 276.7%, meaning that had you invested into this company, you were going to be sitting at 276.7% of returns. Now, with the initial 10,000 investment, you would be currently sitting at over 37,000 rands, which is something that is incredible. And they also have sort of like a close annual compound growth rate of 30.4%, which is almost the same as the one that we just had below this one, which is the serious real estate, which had a compound of around 30.2%, which is something that is truly amazing. Now, Northern Platinum had a market cap of around 101.9 billion rands on the 31st of August, or by the 31st of August 2021. Now, this company, had you invested in it back in the 1st of August 2016, you would be currently sitting at 312.4% to date, which is something that is truly amazing. I mean, these are good returns. So if you had invested in this company back then, you would be sitting at this kind of good return, which I think anyone would be very proud and happy about, which is something that is incredible. Otherwise, this company, guys, for your initial 10,000 investment that you had put at the 1st of September 2016, you would be sitting over 41,000 rands. So your 10,000 would be worth over 41,000 by the 31st of August 2021, which is something that is incredible. Now, this company, guys, has got an annual compound growth rate of around 32.8, which is something that is incredible, because this, again, is a very good annual compound rate. Because tell me a place where you can find such a good compound rate. I mean, it's not many areas or many places where you can find such a good compound annual rate, which is why, to me, this is a very good compound growth rate. Now, another thing about Northern Platinum is that, guys, this company was also one of the companies that were featured in the top 10 of the period which ended in the 31st of August of 2020. So in 2020, as seen on the screen, you notice that this company was sitting at number 10. So this is the company that, yet again, it was featured on the 2021 list, and now actually they've went up to position number 8, which is something that is truly amazing. So this is one of the companies that you can see that is doing quite well, which is why it's like climbing the ladders, which I believe it's a good thing. Now, sitting at number 7, it's Impala Platinum. Now Impala Platinum has got a market cap of around 182 billion rands, with total returns until the 31st of August 2021 of 330.6 0.9%. Now these are good returns, which is why you are not surprised to see them sitting here, because below there's no other company with these high total returns, which is something that is incredible. Now this company, guys, with your initial 10,000 investment, you would be sitting over 43,000 rand, and your annual compound growth rate would be, or is, 33.9%, which is something that is incredible. Now this is one of the companies that are doing quite well, and I think it's one of those companies that shows you that if you had invested in this company a few years ago, you would be doing very good, or your portfolio would be doing quite well because of this company. Now sitting at number 6 is the company that goes by the name of African Rainbow Minerals. Now this is a company that currently has a market cap of around 58.17 billion rands, with total for the 5 years until the 31st of August of around 333.6%, which is incredible, because it just means that if you had invested on this company back then 5 years ago around the 1st of September, you would be sitting at 336.6%. With your 10,000 initial investment 5 years ago, you would be sitting over 43,000 rands to date. And this company, as seen on the screen again, you will notice that it has a compound annual growth rate of around 34.1%. So same with the Northern Platinum, African Rainbow Capital was also featured in the top 10 best companies last year in 2020 in terms of total returns that you would have generated from this company. So this just simply means that this is one of the companies that we might see them being featured even in the years to come, because it looks like they are sort of like consistent in what they are doing, which is why I think they are being featured again on this list. Otherwise, last year this company was sitting at number 8, and now this year it's sitting at number 6, which is something that is truly amazing and has to motivate you. Otherwise, company number 5, guys, is the company that goes by the name of XERO Resources. Now XERO Resources has got a market cap of around 65 billion rands, and this company has given a total returns for the period of 5 years of around 360%, which is something that is incredible, guys. Now with the initial investment of 10,000, you would be sitting at over 46,000 on August 31st on your initial 10,000 rands investment. And now sitting at number 4 is a company that is called, or that goes by the name of Anglo American. Now Anglo American had a market cap of around 834 billion rands, with a total 5-year return of around 384%, which is something that is incredible. And with your initial 10,000 investment, you would be sitting at 48,484, which is something that is incredible. Now this company currently has an annual compound growth rate of around 37.1, which is still very good. Now sitting at number 3 is the company that goes by the name of Anglo American Platinum. Now this is the company with the market cap of around 437.31 billion rands, and this company was featured also in the list, or made it to the top 10 even in the 2020, because as seen on the screen you'll notice that it was sitting at position number 7 last year, which is something that is truly amazing, because this just tells you that this company is sort of like doing well, because even now you can see they're climbing the ranks. Last year they were sitting at number 7, this year they are sitting at number 3, which is something that is truly amazing, and has to motivate you to go and look and refine, see if you can add it to your portfolio after doing a thorough analysis on this company. So now this company currently has a total returns of around 414.9%, which is something that is truly amazing, because this just means that had you invested in this company on the 1st of September 2016, you would be sitting, or you were going to be sitting around 414.9% by the 31st of September, by the 31st of August 2021. Now this company, guys, with your initial 10,000 rands investment, you would be sitting over 51,000 rands, which is something that is truly amazing, and your annual growth rate for this company is sitting at around 38.8%, which again on itself is a really good annual growth rate. Now sitting at number 2 is the company that is called MTN Renewables. Now this is a company that it has a market cap of around 16 billion rands. Now this company, guys, has a total returns within the 5 years of around 588%, meaning that you invested in this company, but I think this company was recently listed not long ago, which is something that it just means that you invested in it or on it just a few years back, you would be sitting at 588%, which is something that is truly amazing. And I mean, everyone I think around the world will be happy with a 5 or with over 500% returns on their investments within a space of 5 years. So with your initial 10,000 investments, you would be sitting over 68,000 rand by the 31st of August 2021, which is something that is truly amazing. Now, annual growth rate for this company now, it was sitting around 47.1% on the 31st of August 2021, which is something that is incredible. Now, sitting at number one, or company number one, that is currently the one with some highest returns in the JSE of companies with more than 5 billion market cap, is the company that is called Kumba Iron Ore. Now, this company had a market cap of around 210 billion rands, and it had 761.8%. I mean, guys, these are good earnings returns. I mean, I would be very happy. This just shows you of what a stock market can give you if you invest for a longer term, which is something that is incredible. I mean, 761% in a period of within 5 years is something that is incredible. Otherwise, your initial 10,000 investment would be over 86,000 rand by the 31st of August 2021, which is something that is truly amazing, because imagine turning a 10,000 rand worth of investment into over 86,000 rand within a space of 5 years, or in a 5-year period. And that, my friends, on itself, I think it's something that must motivate you to consider investing in the stock market, because if you're able to generate these kind of returns within a space or in a space of 5 years, this is something that has to show you that a stock market can get you to financial freedom. Otherwise, this company had an annual compound growth rate of around, or an average annual compound growth rate of around 53.4%. So as I've said, this just has to show you that, guys, you need to consider, or you need to see if you can't start investing in the stock market and find and aim for companies like this, because I can tell you this is not the last time we are going to see such high good returns within a space of 5 years. There are also other companies that are still going to generate even higher than this, I can assure you. I mean, last year, for example, there was a company which was sitting at number one was DRG Gold, which had generated total 5-year returns of over 1,600%. So can you see the kind of returns that you can get in the stock market if you invest for a longer term? This is something that, to me, when I saw this, it was an eye-opener for me to say, indeed, with the stock market, you can get to financial freedom, no problem. Or just for this period, I mean, you saw that the first company, or company number one, managed to generate over 700% in total returns for the period of 5 years, which is something that is truly amazing. So this is just, and by the way, Kumba Iron Ore was also featured in that list of 2020, and it was sitting at number 3, which is something that is incredible. So this is one of the companies that I think you must go and have a look and see if you can't invest a penny or two, so that you can also see yourself generating some good returns. And one thing that I think this whole list taught us is that you must invest in the stock market for a longer term. This day-to-day, or you panicking because of the day-to-day and selling these stocks and buying more stocks, selling stocks, won't get you to the next level or won't make you succeed in the stock market. The only thing that will make you succeed in the stock market is remaining in the stock market for a longer term, because then that guarantees, or that will make you to generate total returns in 5 years of even over 1,600, which we saw that it was possible based on the list that was compiled by or that was published last year around the same time. So this is something that has to wake up, or it's a wake-up call to us, the retail investors, that when we invest in the stock market, we must always invest for a longer term and not for short-term periods where we get too much excited by 100% and we sell the stock. I mean, imagine to someone that sold Kumba iron ore maybe when it was at 200%. Now this is just something that I believe it has to motivate you to stay long on the stock market, on the company that you invest in the stock market. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that the video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.